What's up guys? So a new concept video for you guys today. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg to smell amazing. Or how many fragrances is enough? The true answer to that question is really one. You can find something you love and wear that as your signature scent. But of course, who wants to eat chicken every day, right? We want a little bit of variety. But you don't have to have thousands or even hundreds of fragrances. You can have a little wardrobe just like this with a few fragrances for different occasions and settings to have the perfect collection. If you want to know some great choices, guys, stick around. I'm about to share with you some amazing fragrances to smell amazing without breaking the wallet. Coming up next. Welcome back to another video, Max Forti. As you saw from the introduction, today we're talking occasions, settings, the perfect collection / wardrobe. How many is enough? Guys, I think the 5 categories here that I'm about to share with you are going to be perfect so you can have a versatile and very well-covered wardrobe. As always, I got you covered. And of course, with every single occasion and setting and option of all these 5 different options, I'm gonna give you guys 2 fragrances, 1 designer and 1 niche. That way you don't have to go with the most expensive choice to still smell amazing. So let's hop right into it, shall we? First category here is going to be casual. When you want something easy to wear, you don't have to think too much, whether you have a white t-shirt and jeans or you're just hanging out with your friends, running errands, whatever, you want something that's bright, light, uplifting, invigorating, and of course, not too expensive. The designer choice here is going to be this particular fragrance that I keep just reaching out for more and more as the years go by. It's been a couple years that I've had this in my collection. This is, of course, Givenchy. Gentlemen, this is a great take on the citrus aromatic genre with this gorgeous iris note here. There's some vetiver in the base, but it's a very light, invigorating and uplifting type of a scent. If I'm not mistaken, there's also ginger here up top. So it's very well blended. As we know, Givenchy does it well. The Gentleman collection is just like the name implies, great for gentlemen. So if you want to smell great when you're running your errands or when you're just hanging out casually, it's still going to smell amazing. This is going to be a fragrance that you definitely want to keep in mind. Of course, you can mix and match a lot of these choices here, but I think I'm giving you guys the best possible choice for those particular occasions. If you want to go niche, it's going to be a little more expensive. We're talking maybe 40 bucks, you know, on top of the Givenchy Gentleman, but you can get this particular fragrance here, which is Pacific Rock Moss from Goldfield and Banks. What I love about this fragrance is that it's going to be a fruitier and more natural take on a fragrance. Like, when I think about this fragrance, I think about 2 fragrances. It's like if you took light blue Eau Intense from Dolce & Gabbana with Giorgio Armani Acqua di Gio. Put those 2 fragrances, that's what I get with very natural citruses up top, mouth-watering, juicy melons, lemons, bergamots, you know, all these elements that you would find at the Mediterranean or locations where you have an explosion of fruity components, a little bit woody in the base, and of course, a little bit mossy and green, you know, at the dry down. But a really good fragrance, long lasting. This stuff lasts a long time on my skin, but it's really great to wear just hanging out casually. You're gonna get compliments. It's one of those fragrances that I even get more compliments on this one than I get on this, but they're both great for casual running errands. If you don't wanna think too much and you know you're gonna smell great, these are great choices, guys, whether you go designer or niche. Next up, we have the office / work professional type of a fragrance. Now, when I think about those fragrances, I think about clean, inviting, inoffensive, something that's not gonna, you know, rock the boat, if you will. You're gonna walk into a room and people are gonna perceive you as a very well put together person. That smells clean and well put together, as I said before. So you want something that's not gonna be too abrupt or too bold, but it's also gonna have some character here. I'm talking about 2 fragrances. I'm gonna give you the designer first, which to me is a quintessential, perfect professional type scent. From the house of Dunhill, this will look great on your vanity. Beautiful metal flask here. The sprayers here are pretty good as well, and the scent is amazing. It revolves around the note of vetiver, but it has all these incredible woody components like cedar, for example. There's some fruitiness up top, just very well put together. It screams, you know, sophistication and elegance. It's one of my favorites, go-to professional fragrances, guys, and you can find this for a great price. And I'm telling you, you're not gonna break the bank, and you're gonna be the best smelling person in your office or work environment, or if you wanna smell professional. Dunhill Icon, the original. If you wanna go all out, if you wanna go expensive, if you wanna go niche, then you can go with this particular fragrance, which is the quintessential masculine scent. It's very gentleman-like. This particular fragrance is in the same genre as that fragrance that I just talked about, which is citrus aromatic, but it has a more lemony vibe with lemon verbena and also a floral component with a gorgeous note of violet. I'm talking about Creed's GIT or Green Irish Tweed. Amazing sprayer here. The scent is incredible. It smells great. There's nothing not to like about this fragrance. It's a little bit nutty as well. I get this green and nutty feel to this fragrance, almost like there's like a pistachio or hazelnut, infusion in here. It's very crisp. I think there's mint in here as well. It's very invigorating, very clean. I know for a fact, because it's happened to me many years now, if you wear this and you walk into an office, most likely someone's gonna say, who the hell smells this good? Because this stuff here is that good, guys. Green Irish Tweed from Creed, amazing for professional work environment when you want to really put your best foot forward. Next category here, romantic date setting. We're talking fragrances that are opulent. We're talking fragrances that are a little bit gourmandy, sweet and spicy and sassy. I'll give you two options here that will do perfect fit for that particular, for those particular settings and occasions. So designer fragrance that is perfect for romantic setting, guys. If you like leather that's a little bit floral, almost boozy-like in the initial blast, the introduction, I'm gonna give you guys this particular fragrance, which is a hidden gem of mine. Not as easy to find, which is actually a good thing because you know no one's gonna smell like you. If you're going out on a date, if you're meeting someone you love, or just the first date, you're not gonna run the risk of smelling like everybody else. Maybe an ex had that same fragrance, maybe you go in Dolce & Gabbana, the One or the Parfum, chances are that person had already smelled that fragrance. But if you go with this fragrance here, Bottega Veneta Pour Homme Parfum, you're gonna be so unique, so succulent. Guys, take my word for it. If you like leather, this is sensuality in the bottle. This is in the same vein as those incredible seductive type scents. We're talking Dior Homme Intense, we're talking Valentino Uomo Intense, but it's not like those fragrances. I'll be honest with you guys, I like this fragrance better than those fragrances because it has this gorgeous leather here along with vetiver, some spices, cardamom. I think there's also ginger up top. And there's this fir balsam kind of feel here that gives off a more mature and an extremely sensual vibe to this fragrance, guys. I'm telling you right now, get your nose on this, wear this on your date, thank me later. Bottega Veneta Pour Homme Parfum. Just leave it at that. The niche romantic fragrance here, guys, is probably one of my favorites. This is one that I wear mostly every Valentine's every year. Incredible fragrance, guys. It says it right on the fragrance, aphrodisiac. And that says a lot. The fragrance is Back to Black from Kilian. You guys know they do it well when it comes to seductive, attractive, compelling type scents. They do a great job. And Back to Black is this great boozy cherry honey. I mean, it's like a drenched honey, infusion that has this very animalistic and realistic honey with the beautiful black cherry vibe. It literally smells like a liqueur or something that you'd like to drink. Or if you find somebody wearing this fragrance, you'd really want to eat them up. That is the kind of feel that you're going to get from your significant other, or if you're trying to impress somebody romantically, guys. Back to Black from by Kilian, an aphrodisiac elixir that you cannot do without if you want to seduce somebody. Hope you guys are liking my picks so far. There's a couple more to go, but before I finish the picks, I'm going to share something with you guys that I've been trying for the past few months, and I wanted to really bring it to your attention. Perfume.com. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this company. They're actually a decant shop. Quality through and through, guys, from the inventory to the customer service, the fast shipping, pricing. I mean, it's all you can ask for at decant shop, and they're very engaging. They'll listen to you. They'll bring new things all the time. What I love about Perfume.com, guys, it's from a fragrance lover to fragrance lovers. The people that own this company, they're actually fragrance lovers like ourselves. They're in the fragrance community. Kristen Capolino, which I'm sure you heard about her. She's a musician and also a fragrance reviewer. She has a channel called Kristen Rocks Frags. And her husband, Daniel Agar, actually founded this particular brand a couple of years ago. And I love everything they stand for. The moral, the values, the inventory, they'll listen to you guys. That's one particular reason why I wanted to, partner with them and share them with you guys here on the channel, is because they will bring things that are very relevant to the community. They stand for, 100% authenticity, fast shipping. They want to make sure you guys receive the absolute best. I've gotten a few things from them. Great travel atomizer, beautiful sprayers. I mean, you're going to get what you pay for, guys. And these guys are no joke. They stand behind their products 100%. Beautiful pouch. More at the end of this video. If you want to get anything from what they have on the website, stay tuned. I have something special for you at the end of this video. Next up, we have a black tie formal event. This is when you want to smell like the boss, the CEO. You don't want to smell like anybody else, but you also want to command attention. You want those fragrances that are a little bit bold and somewhat daring. I'm going to give you guys one here from the designers that is, to me, one of the best fragrances in the last decade when it comes to that type of a fragrance. I'm talking about Eau Sauvage Parfum from Dior. Dior does it great, guys. This fragrance here, the complete embodiment of a great boss CEO type of a fragrance. Listed 3 notes here. Oh, it smells so good. The notes here are going to be bergamot, myrrh, and vetiver. Now, the juice is green, it's a dark green. I also get like a leathery kind of an undertone here, like a skanky leather vibe. I'm sure there's more notes in here that they didn't disclose. Needless to say, a boss type scent. If you're wearing, a black tie type of event, if you're wearing a suit and tie or a tuxedo, this will complement that attire like no other fragrance. Believe me, you have to have a taste for bold and dark and really commanding fragrances, because this one here is gonna push, project, and give you a tremendous bubble. I would not wear this outdoors if it's really hot out, or if you do, you're gonna go slower on the sprayers, because like I said, this is a beast smell type of a fragrance, but like no other, guys. There is a current formulation here which has the lighter logo here. That is a 2017 formulation. This here is from 2012. It's still very good, the 2017. It's gonna be a little bit more tame, perhaps better if you don't want something as bold and as daring as this particular fragrance. But to me, like I said, one of the best designers made in the last decade. Dior Eau Sauvage Parfum. Great boss CEO type of a scent. And if you want to go all out, really not that expensive. When you think about it, if you pick up a bottle of this fragrance here that's discontinued, you're going to pay a little over $100. So for a little bit more, you can get this fragrance here that to me is the quintessential boss CEO type of a scent. It's got all the notes I love: leather, boozy, effect here, tobacco. This is going to be Oud Tabac from Amr Oud. Now this fragrance here is like if you combine Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille with the greatness of Roger Parfum's Enigma or Creation E. That's what you get with this fragrance, guys. Long lasting, attention grabbing, commanding. Oh, it smells so freaking good. It's resonance, it's opulent. It's got everything you want on a commanding type of a scent. Very, very good, guys. Oud Tabac from Amr Oud. The whole brand is amazing. If you guys haven't tried this brand, get a sample pack, a discovery kit, get a decant, try this stuff. I'm telling you, you're gonna blow the doors down when you walk into a room. People are definitely gonna wanna know what the hell you're smelling, because there's nothing like this fragrance. It is everything I love in a great elixir of commanding attention. Amr Oud, Oud Tabac. So we talked about casual, we talked about office work, we talked about romantic settings, we talked about black tie. Now the last category is going to be a category that's very emotional, very emotion driven, and something that you really want to wear to mark a moment or a special occasion in your life. This is going to be your wedding, or we're going to call it wedding occasion, but it could be anything. It could be like your anniversary, or occasion that you propose to somebody, So that particular fragrance category or occasion is going to be something that's really near and dear to your heart. For me, there's two fragrances that do that. And this is one of the fragrances that you can also find today, not too expensive. Of course, it has been reformulated, it has been changed. It's not as good as it was, like the one I'm gonna share with you here today. But this is so special to me because it has so many different types and occasions in my life that this fragrance, marked those moments, whether it was my graduation in college or, the birth of my kids. This particular fragrance, Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme, the original from 1994 all the way until 2000. This is incredible tobacco lavender. It's a modern take on the barbershop fougere. It smells amazing. There hasn't been one time, and I mean this, guys, there hasn't been one time that I wore this fragrance that I did not get a compliment or somebody saying, who smells this good? It is that good, guys. And the reason why I'm keeping this in the wedding slash, emotional category here is because this is very, very near and dear to my heart. A lot of occasions in my life, this fragrance was my scent. So definitely find something that you can wear for those special occasions and keep it that special for you. Something that you don't have to wear all the time, but you wear when you want to remember maybe your father that has passed, or you just want that one fragrance to bring you back those beautiful memories that you once had. This is one from me, guys. Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. You guys know, if you follow this channel, you know how much this fragrance means to me. This one here again, one that I wore on my wedding. This is Fusion Sacré from Majda Bakali. This is a great fragrance, very unique fragrance. It's got a celery note up top. It starts off very intriguing, very mysterious, but then it dries down to this caramel, vanilla, coffee macchiato type of a fragrance, but it starts off really intriguing, really different. You guys can look at the notes. I have all these fragrances listed for you so you guys can check them out. But this one here, Fusion Sacré from Majda Bakali, to me is a masterpiece. And I wanted to have something really unique to mark that moment, which was my wedding. So I chose to go with this fragrance because I knew nobody was gonna be wearing this at my wedding. And so this fragrance is my favorite, and I try to wear it every time it's an anniversary. I want to remember that particular moment in my life. I pulled this fragrance off. The time has come. I told you I had something special for you. So if you want to try fragrances before you buy it, if you want to live with it, check out Perfume.com. As I told you guys earlier in this video, I have a special code for you guys, MAX15, that will grant you guys 15% off, guys. Check them out. I know you're not gonna disappoint. Incredible inventory, fast shipping, incredible customer service. They will get back to you promptly and you get your stuff as fast as you can say perfume.com. Guys, check it out, enjoy the code, and of course, come back here and share with me if you have tried them before. And when you do get your stuff, please come back and give people some feedback on what you found as far as like the shipping, the decants, and your experience with the brand, with Perfume.com. I love to read your comments and get your feedback as always. Of course, if you do enjoy the channel, guys, don't forget to show me your support. It's very important. Leave me a like, touch the subscribe button for me, and turn on your notification bell icon so you get videos like these straight into your feed as always. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for hanging out with me. And remember, guys, you guys know it. Fragrance is emotion in motion. So choose your fragrance wisely. And of course, wear what truly moves you. I'll see you right back here again with another video very soon. Take care.